Querypls is a prompt to query generator. It is simply a web application which enables you to write prompt, and through those prompts a SQL query will be generated. So primarily you are transforming questions into SQL commands effortlessly by using this web app. And it really simplifies SQL generation or SQL generation with your prompts. If you're not aware of what SQL is simply structured query language, which is sort of lingua franca in order to interact with your relational databases. Okay, now this open source project is already gaining a lot of traction out there, and there are a lot of other features too. It has been developed by Abdul Samad Siddiqui, so really hats off to him for creating this fabulous tool. These are the key features which you can find on their GitHub repo, that you can do interactive chat interface for easy communication, enter SQL queries, and also you can receive query results. You can also use language models from Hugging Face by using Querypls prompt to SQL, and then the user interface is quite simple. You can also secure it by using Google Authentication. They also have a Streamlit enabled demo on this website, which you can see here. And all you need to do is to go to website, log in with your Google account, and then you can start playing around with it. With a free account, I believe there are 5 chats remaining, as you can see on your screen. So let me ask it few of the natural language questions so that it will generate the queries. So I'm simply asking it, write a SQL query that selects all customers who have made a purchase in the last month from the orders table and include their name and email address and order amount. Select direct from order, that is correct. Where date is this? So I'm I'm asking it to select all customers, but include their name, email address, and order amount. So instead of just putting name, email address, and order amount, it has put in direct, which will select all the columns in the table. So I think that is not what I asked. Anyway, other than that, select in the last month. So with date purchase, that is correct, and it is taking the month. Now it has also put in the filter of customer name and customer email. This is not what I had asked. I had asked it that select all customers by this filter, but it is filtering it down on John Doe and some of the other things, which is not what I asked. Anyway, let me ask it one more question, a bit more advanced. Okay, so I'm going to ask it that, let me put it in here so that it will also generate meanwhile. So I'm asking it write a SQL query that calculates the total revenue for each product category in the sales table. Start by selecting the product category and summing up the revenue for each category. Then order the result by revenue in descending order. Now, so what I'm asking it, calculate the total revenue for each product category in sales. So it has set category name, sum of sales from sales group by category name. So it has grouped it by, so which will go into each um, category, but I it doesn't have any having clause or any sort of filter to restrict it to product category. So I think this is also a fail in my opinion. Okay. Let me ask it one more question here. Now in this one, I'm asking it to write a SQL query that joins the customer and order table. Let's see. So this is a customer and it is joining it with the order table, so that is good. And then to show the name, email, and address. The name, email, address, which is good, and order amount. Order amount is also there for each customer who has made a purchase in the last month. And this is the last month. So last one, this one, I think this is spot on. So I will say this is a pass. Maybe it is learning as I am putting it in here, but at least the last output is correct. So far, so good. I think in very early days of this project, and I'm sure that it will improve a lot. Especially one thing I would say that the interface is quite simple, and all we are doing is we are entering SQL queries, and then we are receiving query results and responses. And hopefully, this will also be recording the chat history for any SQL queries. Now, one thing, if you want to do, if you want to install it locally, you can do that too. So if we go back to their GitHub repo, and scroll down a little. For that, you need to git clone this repo and then navigate to project directory, install all the dependencies, and then make sure you have Streamlit installed. From there, you can create the .env file with all the necessary variable, your model, and all that stuff you need to put it in. And I will also show you the .env example. And then simply run your application, and you will be presented with an interface like this. So if I go up and show you from the source code, the .env underscore example. So here, as I was referring to, you need to put Hugging Face API token and what sort of your project key, repo ID, and all that stuff. Okay, so this is it, guys. I hope you liked it. If you have any comments, please share them. And if you know any other similar tool which you are using for prompt to SQL generation, please let us know in the comments. As you know, I'll be making more videos on it. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much.